You know, I've been working on putting this show together for a while now and never thought this was going to be the first legit episode. But here we are, the 5th month, 6th? What is time anymore? We've been social distancing for what feels like forever now, and we're probably not even halfway through it. It might just be the teensiest little understatement to say that we're all sick of it. My city's in what we're calling the green phase, but if the rate of infections continue, we'll be back in the red any day now. And as the 2020 postponements keep coming in, it's gonna be a while before weddings ever go back to normal. But do not fret, nuptially inclined viewers. Weddings, practiced responsibly, are still happening. Seriously, Andy? Nuptially inclined? That is what I get for letting an English minor edit the script. Love in the time of Corona looks a little different. But love, as always, is alive and well. Hi, I'm Cindi, and welcome to Weddings Demystified. We've all made many adjustments due to the presence of Miss Rona, and it's no different in wedding industry land. Weddings, which by nature are pretty freaking social events, have certainly had to adjust. Where once one could aspire to having hundreds of guests getting all misty-eyed at you and your lover's perfect hair, a lavish dress, maybe a flash mob, perfectly coordinating and fun superhero socks on all of your groomsmen, and an entourage of definitely not prettier than you are bridesmaids. Well, let's rein in those dreams a little bit there. And no more giant community-wide wedding parties. Big serenades are postponed indefinitely. So small gatherings are the way to go. But what about the venue? Some are opening up in a limited fashion, and that's a conversation that you can definitely have with yours. Here's a shocking bit of advice for you. Some wedding venues are going just as stir crazy as you and I are right now. And they'll probably let you have your not quite so big day if you ask nicely. And follow the CDC guidelines. This means keeping your number of attendees under the number set by your city. Don't forget to count the vendors in your tally either. 100 people inside means including your vendors. Everyone needs to be wearing a mask, and it's a good idea to only have groups that have quarantined together seated at the same table. You also probably should be handling the rings yourself during the ceremony instead of some brat who probably isn't responsible enough to be handling them anyway.
Damn it!
Oh my God.
These are just some of the things venues are working to implement to ensure that you can enjoy your day. Each wedding is different, so be sure to have an open conversation with all of your wedding vendors. Now, you're also likely gonna have to cut your guest list significantly. If you wanna make all those would-be guests who are now stuck at home happy, live streaming is a great option. These days, those up-close and personal moments every shooter and their cousin are getting with gimbals are being replaced with far-away telephoto lenses on tripods and a connection to the internet. That way, hundreds of family and friends can tune into your wedding from the safety of their own home.
We have live streaming people all across the country, all across the world, being a part of this simple. We're recognizing that no boundaries, no physical boundaries can possibly keep us from being a part of each other's lives.
So there are options for socially distant weddings. But Cindi, I hear you asking, what if I don't want to have a socially distanced wedding? What if I simply must have 250 or more of my close peers with me on my wedding day? Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but things are bad, okay? If after everything that's been going on, you still want to go through with your 250 guest wedding, you better be outside and making sure your guests are respectful of others. That means keeping as much distance as possible and wearing masks when not eating and drinking. And not drinking as in, I'm sipping my beer for 2 hours, so I'm not wearing my mask for 2 hours. That guy's a dick. One sip and there better be a covering back on his pie hole. With a reception hall full of tipsy, sweaty mouth breathers, not wearing their masks, we are very nervous about showing up. And everybody working on your day, from planners to officiants to catering staff, are working in hazardous conditions to make your day happen. If you want a large guest list and aren't willing to compromise, then please postpone your wedding. That's not to say we don't want you to have your wedding. One of the best parts about being in this industry is meeting so many freaking amazing rock star couples. They have taken adversity head on, rolled with punches, and forged a new path together. So when you get to your cake smash on your wedding day, expensive makeup be damned, you know you have had the day you both want. And I'm talking about you guys, not me. This, not getting messed up. You, Glenn, you come at me with a piece of cake on our wedding day and we're gonna have words. Love comes in many incredible forms, doesn't it, friends? I know a lot about weddings, but this is something no one has ever dealt with. Deciding when and how to have your wedding in the time of COVID is something only you and your partner can do. But talk to us, me, your venue, and all of your vendors. We may not have clear-cut answers, but the best of us are gonna be honest with you. You're not alone, and we will get through this together, even if it's 6 feet apart. My name is Cindi. This has been another episode of Weddings Demystified. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell if you want to see more from us coming forward.